everyone, we're checking on our seed snails today just to see where they're at. They were planted, I believe, about 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, we have some here. These are peppers and they were overseeded. So what I'm going to do is actually thin these out. We have some more hot peppers. This is a lot of celery. And we have onions, and this one is the leeks. So I will be using this bubble wrap, extra bubble wrap that I have to separate these. But firstly, let's do the peppers. So we are going to unroll these. So you want to lay it down. Let's make sure you have enough room. You're gonna make sure you keep these dividers in so you can tell which peppers varieties you have. Hope that you guys are seeing this. This variety is Carmen peppers. As you can see, the roots are growing nice and long and down. We will be thinning these out. So grab me another tray. Actually, I'll use these. I'm going to use this to put the extra seedlings in. This one is Carmen. Going to separate it and put it in here for now. I'm removing the ones that are coming off fairly easily. I'm trying not to disturb the roots as much as possible. I am just going to space them out. Now these are way too many peppers. I overseeded. These peppers were actually the seeds that I saved from last season. They had a high germination rate, and it seems like all of them actually germinated. If you take a look here, I have pretty much spaced them out. Because these were Carmen, I already have another name tag, so I'm going to put that in here so I know what variety that is. Moving on, we will do the next variety, which is Marconi. And these are like Italian sweet roasting peppers. They're very delicious. Let's separate these. Now, once again, this is my first time using this seed snail method. Whenever you're doing something for the first time, there would always be a bit of a learning curve. So, if you follow along, you would see if this is successful or not. I think this is looking good for the Marconis. This variety is Marconi. These are the extra ones I have. I'll just pop the tag in there so I know. So the last one is Keystone. You can see there's an onion that actually got in here. I think that's good. I have some pre-moistened soil here. I'm going to just top it up. Now let's just do a roll. Actually, another tip that I was thinking is that I'm actually going to make some slits here. This will keep the soil from really falling through, but still give the water to seep through. Alright, so this is what I got from the Keystone. Now let's start rolling. just falling out. You see that there are some pockets. There's some pockets there. Just add more soil. There you go, your new transplanted and thinned out seed snail. Guys, initially I was going to put the transplant into this one. These are the ones that we just thinned out, the peppers. But I think this is a bit too narrow. So I'm going to use this wider packaging foam material that just came in one of my packaging. So let's recycle it by using it to make a seed snail. We have these extras that we just thinned out. So you want to have your soil. I think I'm going to moisten it just a little bit more. Start with the carmine. We have so many. So let's see. We'll choose the healthiest seedlings. We'll just separate them. I hope that you guys can see this. So I'm just gently separating them. Choosing the healthiest ones. I think that is all that I'm going to put in here. I'm going to top it up with a little bit more soil. And I'm going to just mist it just to make sure that the soil stays in place. Right. Let's roll. I'm supporting the bottom so that the soil does not fall out as I roll. I'm going to use a rubber band this time. But this one's too small. You can just squeeze it a little bit to give it some structure. And add a third rubber band. And as you can see, the seedlings are in here, but I think it can benefit just pressing down the soil, making sure that there isn't any air pockets. You can also like to just reuse the soil that fell over and just tuck it in. Now this is a different fabric that I'm using, this material. If you notice, the bubble wrap that I did before actually was a lot more structured. Whereas this material is a bit flimsy. So we'll see how these do. Yeah, I just want to make sure. We're going to bring our tray. And what I'm going to do is actually add some water to help settle this soil. So this is the previous one we did. Actually, this wasn't done with bubble wrap, but this was actually done with some straw in it, the packaging for the garden straw. I just used this and stripped it, whereas we have this material, this packaging foam. So I'm going to add some water just to get everything settled in there to remove the air pockets. And just make sure all the leaves are not buried. If you find that, oops, one accidentally broke, but guess what? We have extra ones here, so can just use a pencil or something, make a hole, and just add that in. And as a matter of fact, I think another one could go in here. Just make a hole, just drop that roots in. Try and be gentle. This was the one that broke off. So put another one. All right. If you find that, oh, my plants are looking messy, you can just use the mister to just get some of that soil out from the leaves. Remember to add your label. There you go. Alright guys, so as you can see, all the seed snail have been thinned out. Here I have all the peppers. Some more peppers. I have my onions. And the leeks, and then these are the celeries. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video and follow along to see more updates on these seedlings. Thanks for watching.